So here is another film I was talking about where the actors are playing characters that are very close to themselves. It's about this young rodeo rider who's had a massive head injury from riding a bucking bronco. He has a metal plate in his head, and he's been told he cannot ride horses again. He certainly can't do rodeo again. So you see the breaking down of this young man whose only life blood is fed by being with horses, by riding horses, and by being at the rodeo, where his entire community is connected. His best friend, Lane Scott, was a fiercely legendary rodeo rider, and he's had a dreadful accident, and now he can't walk or speak. He has to sign. So you get to see the backstory of the incredible risks these young riders make for the adrenaline hit. It's an addiction. It's a life force. But all of the actors use their own names. It turns out the young rider, Brady, played by Brady Jandrau, his father is his father, his sister is his sister, Lane Scott is Lane Scott. You can go on YouTube and see the videos of Lane when he was a fit young rodeo rider, and you can see interviews with Brady talking about how he had a head injury. And he spoke to the director, Chloe Zhao, who's from North Dakota. She tells stories about her land. He had met her during the shooting of her first film called Songs My Brothers Taught Me. And when she came back and saw him again, he told her how he'd had this injury, but he was still riding, even though it could potentially kill him, because that was his life. She said, okay, we have a film. So she has so cleverly created this world with non-actors. It's not a documentary, it's a dramatization of this young man's life and the world that he lives in and his relationship to these horses. He's a horse whisperer. He can calm down these wild horses and ride them and get them to respond to him. It's just a very beautiful piece, and again, one of those stories like an old western brought into a contemporary world where the old traditional ways are fighting with the new ways, and with gambling and alcoholism, and his mum's died of cancer, so there's great loss there, and it seems like to lose being able to ride in the rodeo is a greater loss even than that. And it plays out very beautifully. So I really like this film. It's a small film. It's had fantastic reviews. Put it up there with Leave No Trace and Cold War and these small bijou gems of independent films that need to be seen because the storytellers are so sincere. And Chloe gets my vote for that. Actually, 5 out of 5. Yeah. And the best bit, Chloe Zhao has just been announced as the director of a big blockbuster film, The Eternals. She has been offered the keys to the franchise. This is new, this is brilliant, this is the turning of the tide, where women who are doing a couple of really gorgeous, fabulous films being given the same opportunities as the young men in their field, and it's about time. Well done, Marvel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Be sure to press the like button down here and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please be sure to also visit my Patreon page, where I'm making films about being in films, making films, and watching films. I'll see you at the movies.